This is our second time meeting. I wanted to ask you how the past couple of days have been since our first session, since we talked about how you're afraid of the big orange objects.
Right. Well, with the fall season coming up, work has added a seasonal pie to their menu. So many people are asking for that seasonal pie. And, you know, as an employee at Olive Garden, I'm expected to advertise that. And that's really hard for me because I try to find ways around it. Like, people ask, what kind of desserts do you have? And I'll say, well, you know, we'll have a seasonal pie. And they'll be like, well, what kind of pie? And I have to, you know, go get the menu and point at it because I can't say the word. It just...
So you do everything to avoid saying the P word?
I do.
You do. Okay. Do you know why you are afraid of these big orange objects? Has it been something that started when you were younger, or did it recently start?
Ever since I was a little girl, I've hated Halloween. And I don't know, just the thought of it, just the shape and the smell and the way it sounds sends chills down my body.
So you're not afraid of the object itself, you're afraid of the word?
It's both.
It's both?
Yes.
Okay.
Just all together.
All together?
Yeah.
So is the fall usually a more difficult time of the year?
Definitely, because you see more of people wearing orange fall colors, and they set them outside their houses and they put, you know, creepy faces on them. It just doesn't get easier because that's a big advertisement for Halloween in the fall season.
Have you ever had a bad experience with these orange objects?
Well, there was one time I was a freshman in high school, and we went to a haunted house with a group of about 6 girls, and everyone was so pumped up to go in and everything, and I was nervous because I don't like being scared, and I knew the round objects were going to be there. But, you know, me being a freshman, you kind of have to find your place in your group of friends, so I kind of felt peer pressured. So I decided to tough it out, and I remember just walking up, and they were everywhere in the yard. These people had decorated with them, and honestly, I wanted to throw up. That's the feeling I got. And I just felt panic all over me, but they kept peer pressuring me, and it makes me shake just talking about it.
It's okay. We're in a safe place.
I don't know. It haunts me, honestly. Like the thought of walking up to that door and those round objects being there and people just talking about them, it just creeped me out. But I got to the door and I decided to tough it out. I just closed my eyes and I let them drag me in, and I just remember these flashing lights and these devil noises and just scary looking faces everywhere. And honestly, to me, that memory all takes me back to the big round things. Every single bit of it. So it's just really hard for me.
And this happened when you were a freshman in high school?
Yes.
And you are a senior in college now, and it's still a big issue?
Yes. I honestly didn't know if it was, but recently my boyfriend, he had this surprise date planned out for me. We went and ate and everything, and then he told me he was going to take me somewhere special. So, well, first off, with me being embarrassed of this, I've never told him about my issue with the big round things because I thought maybe I could just hide it. So, on our surprise date, I'm anticipating what we're going to be doing, and then he pulls up to this whole patch of them for us to go pick some out to carve and stuff. And they were just everywhere, and people wearing them on their shirts, and, you know, just this big advertisement. And as soon as you pull up, there's a huge one out in the yard, and I immediately broke down. I started shaking. Honestly, I had like anxiety because they were everywhere, and he was so embarrassed. And with him being embarrassed, I was embarrassed, so that's why I'm here seeking help.
So you actually did get off the vehicle and attempt to.
Yes, I did get out of the vehicle because I haven't had a spell, I guess you could say, with this in a while. So I was like, okay, I'm older, I'm more mature, maybe I can handle it. Definitely, because I really like him, and I don't want anything to come between us. So I decided to try to tough it out again, and it was just too much. It was overwhelming. They were everywhere.
So what did you do when you walked up? Did you automatically just walk away? Did you break down right then and there?
Well, as we were walking up, approaching the gate, you have to pay to get in, and he's paying, and I got shaky all over, and he turned around and he asked me what was wrong, and I couldn't even tell him. I just broke down right there.
Okay. So after the breakdown,
Mm-hmm.
did y'all go back to the vehicle and did y'all talk about it, or did you?
We went back to the vehicle because he was really concerned. He didn't know what was going on with me, and I mean, he was upset because I was upset, and he didn't even know why. And so after he got me calmed down a little bit, I told him, and he was like, he was not understanding at all. He's like, that is so stupid. I mean, this is supposed to be fun. I've never heard of anything like that. Honestly, he thought it was childish, and I think it is too, but I can't help it.
Okay, so you're really caring about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
How did it make you feel when he acted that way towards you?
It made me sad because he wasn't understanding, but I mean, I've kind of been told this my whole life from my mother, so it wasn't something I'm not used to hearing. So honestly, I guess I could expect that kind of reaction out of him. I didn't want it, but I mean, it's expected because it is something so childish. It shouldn't bother me, but it does.
Okay, so going back to your mom, has she brought this up often? Does she?
Well, when I was a little, she used to like make us take pictures with them and things like that. And like when I was little, I'd throw fits just because it scared me. And so, I mean, she kind of quit. And then, like as I got older, it didn't get any better. She knew about the haunted house situation and all that. So, I mean, yeah, her being a mom, she agitated me with it because she thought it was funny, but I didn't. So
she more or less made jokes out of it rather than getting mad at you?
Well, it was kind of both. Like, she would be joking, but then it would turn into serious. Like, Bailey, are you kidding me? This isn't funny. Like, it's childish. Get over it. Because I would, like, thoroughly get upset while she was thinking it was funny, and then it would turn into more serious when she realized I was really upset.
Okay. So how does it make you feel when she approaches you like that? Okay, so you have decided that you want to attempt to say the word as soon as possible to overcome this fear. Is that correct?
I feel like that's the first step.
Okay. Well, I have a small task for you. When you go into work at Olive Garden and a customer asks what kind of dessert you have, I want you to try to say the pie that y'all have. Do you think that will be something you'll be able to overcome on your first try?
I'm always willing to try new things, so, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Well, after this experience, I want you to write a page about how the experience went and how it made you feel, if you felt uncomfortable or if you felt positive about it.
Okay.
Okay, then I will see you next week.
Okay, thanks.